Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Geraldine Berg. I'm a Bronze Presidential Director with this company, and it is a huge privilege to be your host for this evening session. I don't know where you guys dialed in from and where you are from, but what I do know is that you are so welcome on this session this afternoon. So this is purely such a big privilege for me to do this session with you, because I hope, or my desired outcome for this session would be that somewhere along my story and the presentation that I'll be showing, you will find hope, smile about your future, get excited again. And this is really just an information session, but my suggestion is that after this call, you get back to the person who's got you on this call this afternoon or this evening, and get some more information from them. I just would like to edify my upline, gold presidential couple, Brach and Sebastian Kamstra. They are literally leading by example. And if it wasn't for their counseling in our life, my husband and I, we probably would not have been where we are with this opportunity and with this business. So I'm going to share my story as we go through the presentation, but I want to kick off this session with two product testimonies, so as you can hear what the amazing products has done for people in our team. I would just like to share, before I get them on as speakers, that when I was approached by this opportunity, I was not as much interested in the products. I was more interested in the financial freedom and the financial outcome that this opportunity presented. But I'll share my product testimony as we go along. So our first speaker from our team is an executive director, Stephanie Jacobs. I'm going to ask her quickly to share her product testimony with us.
Thank you so much, Geraldine. And with that, I also want to thank you and Heike, my Bronze Presidential upline in the business. I love you so much, and thank you for the opportunity to share tonight. And hello to everybody else on the call. Yes, 7.5 years ago, my journey with Manatech started, and I actually also started for the financial opportunity with the business. But when I started using the products, I couldn't believe how it changed my health. Now, I'm a mother of 3 children, and I'm also self-employed. So I'm very involved in my children's lives, and I'm always very busy with them. And when they were younger, obviously 7 years ago, I had my hands full with them. And I really used to work very late nights to catch up on all my work that I had to do. So when I started with the Manatech products, I started with the Core 5, the Ambrotose, the Omega 3, the A Catalyst. And I'm telling you, I was very thin. I breastfed my 3rd child at that stage as well. And I was very glad that I could use this product even while breastfeeding. And I really looked so much better after 2 weeks. And I haven't been to the doctor. When we go to the doctor, even my children, it's for a broken arm, or when my daughter fell on the ice rink and she needed to get stitches on her chin. That is why we go to the doctor. And I'm telling you, I really, really will never go without my products. Even if I don't use Catalyst, I can feel it for the energy, impact also for energy with the heightened oxygen levels in our blood. It's really just such amazing products, and I will never, ever stop using it. My overall health and that of my family has absolutely improved. My focus, concentration. I don't get that tired dips during the afternoons. And I can absolutely, with integrity, share these products with anyone I come across, because it absolutely has been working for me for 7.5 years and going strong onwards. Thank you, Geraldine.
Thank you so much, Steph. Really appreciate you being on our call this evening. And then the next speaker, she's very dear to my heart. I don't want to go into her testimony, but they've recently last year, so it's recent, but it's last year, had a big transformation with our product. And I truly hope that she's going to touch on that testimony. She is a presidential lady, Leonie Hutting. If you can please share your product testimony.
Good evening, everybody. And first of all, I want to thank Heike and Geraldine. I also joined this company because of money. I was in need of an income. And never did I know what the future held. That was 5 years ago. So I've got an awesome testimony as well. Actually, the whole family. We've got 2 kids. And I come from a very healthy family. We are so privileged to still have our parents. They are 86 and 81. And I've got a brother that's 2 years older than me. And every time I've seen so much testimonies on these products. But last year, we really had a terrible experience, something that I never wish anybody, a doctor tells you this. But I'm going to try my best to condense an 8-month journey into a few minutes. My brother is 2 years older than me, very healthy. We all tennis players. We come from a tennis family. And he's 57, and he started having breathing problems. And we went from doctor to doctor, and eventually a cardiologist discovered he's got a hole in his heart, and it needed to be closed, which is not very dangerous, but he's got some infection in one of his heart muscles, and that was the reason why this little hole caused trouble. He was booked in April last year for this operation, open heart surgery. And he was just in theatre half an hour, and he phoned us, the doctor, and said he can't do this operation. My brother's only got 10% heart function. He would definitely not make it. So they pushed him out, heavy sedated, on a ventilator. We were not allowed to touch him. And the nurses didn't even turn him. And about a week later, they phoned us and said they want to see the whole family. So we all gathered. And the doctor said, medically, there's nothing they can do for him anymore. He actually needs a new heart. Now, if a new heart, there's a waiting list 6 to 8 years. And Johan and I decided, we've heard so many testimonies and we know what this products can do. And this doctor said there's nothing she can do. So we've asked her, can we please put this products? And we went for the big guns, our Manapol and Ambratose. And Impact as well, because he had heart failure, lung failure, and kidney failure. And we explained to her it's all natural, and she agreed. So they put it on his medical chart, and they started giving him every 3 hours. They mixed it in fluid, and they just injected into his feeding tubes. 3 weeks later, they decided to do a heart sonar again. And we were so amazed. His heart function went up to 48%. But the most amazing thing about this, we were standing around his bed in ICU. The minute they put that products into his feeding tubes, he was on a ventilator, which was open 100%. His levels were about in the 70s, which is very, very low. The minute they put that products into his body, within a few minutes, we could see how his oxygen levels went up. So they woke him after 3 weeks. He lost 50 kilos. He had no muscle mass. He couldn't walk. He couldn't talk. The ventilator damaged one of his vocal cords, and he needed to recover to become stronger. But once he was awake, we started really giving him an overdose. You can't overdose on these products. It's all natural. But we really started giving him serious amounts of products. And he went to step down and started to walk with crutches and with a little walking ring. He wore nappies. And 3 months later, we took him back to the cardiologist. They did tests again, and his heart function was 70%. So they could actually do this operation. And when they pushed him out after the operation, the doctor said, he's far from a cardio cripple. There's nothing wrong with his heart. The operation was a great success. He's still on the products. It's exactly a year later. And he went back to work at the beginning of October. And he was so grateful. He had the opportunity in August last year, just after the operation, to meet our scientist and to thank him for this products. And he is so excited about the products. He's even going to join the business. So this products really went from our heads and the knowledge we know about it to our hearts. It can really save your life. The minute you feed your body the right nutrition, then your body has got the ability to heal itself. Thank you very much, Geraldine, and I really hope it gives hope to somebody out there, and you must have an awesome evening.
Thank you so much, Leonie. It's a privilege to have you on this call. So with regards to my testimony, you wouldn't believe, but I'm actually standing. I'm not allowed to sit at the moment, or rather say for the next 4 weeks. Tomorrow will be my 2 weeks post-back operation. I'm 34 years of age. In April, I had a bad accident with my little one. She's 18 months. We slipped on a wet floor, and in an attempt to protect her from getting hurt, I badly injured my back. But believe it or not, 2 weeks later, I'm standing. I'm continuing with the business. I must just add that this is probably one of the worst operations that I've had. I'd rather have 4 more children than going for a back operation. But I've been to my doctor literally last week, Thursday, 1 week post-op, and he said to me that he couldn't believe the recovery of my actual incision that they've made on my back. Now, I just got home. I was in the hospital for 2 nights, and I came back the Friday, and the Sunday morning I started with Emprizone gel and Ambritose. You make a little paste of it, and we've put that on the incision on my back. And literally 7 days later, the doctor said to me he couldn't believe how my incision is actually healing. And I believe I'm on Manipul at the moment. I've probably consumed a whole tub of antioxidants. My body is not very happy when it's given anesthesia or chemical pain drugs. So my whole body was haywire. I've taken a whole tub of antioxidant after the operation, after the surgery. And like I say, here I am, I'm continuing, I'm carrying on with life. It is painful, but I strongly believe that our product is playing a remarkable journey or role in my recovery journey. But my testimony comes in, and I want to just, I can't say thank you enough to Ambritose, our cellular communication product. That's our flagship product. Because I believe that infertility really is a big thing out there, and a lot of people, especially women, don't speak about infertility. But our cell-to-cell communication product has given me a little baby girl when the medical world or the medical world has given me 1% chance to fall pregnant naturally. So I've battled with all possible female organ challenges. I'm not going to call them by name because I'm not allowed to say that our products cure, mitigate, or heal any disease. But what our products does, it gives the body what it needs so that the cells inside our bodies can communicate. And after I received the news from the medical world, I went to my upline. I've spoken about them, Brechen Sebastian Kamstra, and they said to me, get yourself on a lot of Plus, get yourself on a lot of Ambritose, and 6 months on a lot of Plus and on a lot of Ambritose and a lot of prayers, we fell pregnant with our little girl. During my pregnancy, I've been on all the products that you can get on the product range. I've kept on going with them. I haven't included any other vitamins or local products. I've stayed on the Manitech supplementation. And on the day of birth, I don't share this testimony a lot, but on the day of birth, my gynecologist came back to me and he said to me, do you know what is the weight of your placenta? Now, an average size placenta weighs anything between 600 and 700 grams. My placenta on the day of birth was 1.2 kilograms. And they actually wanted to purchase my placenta from me to go feed the new care babies in ICU. Now, I know that it's just the products and obviously my diet that's given me such a healthy placenta, but I've changed nothing. I didn't go on anything else. I stayed on the Manitech products. Post-pregnancy, I stayed on the products. I breastfeed on all the products. And our little one, she's a customer in our business. She's on her products. But I can just tell you that the products has played a remarkable role in our journey with Manitech. So you are listening to a Manitech presentation. It's not just about products. There's a beautiful business opportunity inside this presentation this afternoon, and that is why I joined the business. I come from a legal background. I was taught to get good grades in in high school. Did that, qualified to go to university, studied law, and then I landed a job. And literally 7 years into my corporate position at the age of 28, I was tired of the corporate rat race. I didn't see how I was going to do this for the next 50 plus years of my life. Waking up super early, rushing to the office to avoid traffic, wait for traffic in the afternoon to calm down before you leave the office, come back home when it's dark. Literally, that was my life. And I dedicated so much of me into my corporate job for a really small salary. And even though with my salary I could get by, I was just surviving. I had enough money to pay responsibilities, to pay my debt, but there was nothing left for traveling, for entertainment, for savings, for retirement, nothing. And I realized that if I'm continuing to do what I'm doing, I'm not going to get ahead in life. And I believe that now more than ever, more households are looking for a second or a third stream of income. Because of this opportunity today, we are literally financially free. I've fired my boss in 2020, 2.5 years into this opportunity part-time. I earned 3 times more than what I did in my corporate, at the corporate company. And I want to share this with you. If you've ever heard that quote, find a job that you love and you will never work in your life. This is exactly what I'm doing at the moment. So yes, I did love legal, but I knew that the legal profession was not going to give me financial freedom. Today, I'm working from home. I'm a full-time mom, full-time wife, full-time, part-time in this opportunity, and I'm loving what I'm doing. Last year, we paid off our house, our cars are paid off, credit cards are paid off. We are literally financially free because of this opportunity. But I want to give back to Johan and Leonie. This is now going to be Leonie's husband, Johan. He is still stuck in the corporate rat race, and I want to ask him to share his testimony as to why he's doing Manatech as a second stream of income.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for the opportunity, Geraldine, for allowing us to share. It's a great privilege to share what we are doing today. I'd like to just say thank you to you and to Heike for actually showing us every step of the way how to do this amazing business. So we really love what we're doing today. And the reality is, a few years ago, my broker said to me, Johan, you better find a second income stream, because if I look at your profile, you're not going to have enough money to go into retirement one day. And I said, but okay, well, that's good or bad news. But, you know, it's better to tell you while you are still working that you need to find an alternative income. So we were really pleased and grateful for this opportunity. When Leonie started, we had one salary. For many years, she was taking care of the kids, and we realized that we need to do something serious. I was actually very skeptical about this business, to be honest. You know, it's probably most men's problem. They're too skeptical. They want to overanalyze everything. That's typically me, coming from the banking industry. And I was looking at Leonie and I said, okay, I'll support you, but let's see if this works, you know, because I was so skeptical. And very soon I've realized that this business, very soon after we started, because it's such a process-driven business, you know, there's a step-by-step guide on how to do this. I think what actually amazed me from the beginning when we started this business was you're just never alone in this business. There's always somebody to guide you and somebody to help you. And then again, there's this amazing system that you can follow. Leonie is really proud about the fact that she's grown as a person. I've grown as a person. And it's all to do with this, you know, there's the personal development program that's actually embedded in the business. So it's really, I cannot call this work. This is really not work. When I work at the office, that's work. This is fun. We really enjoy what we're doing. We're helping other people. We're sharing hope. We're helping people to actually have the most amazing results with the products. Yes, Leonie did say we are using just about all the products, and we love the products. And that's why it's so easy to tell other people about the products, because we eat these products on a daily basis. But let alone the products. You know, we have an amazing income, additional income today that we can just keep on growing. And it's so much fun. And I'd love for everybody on the call today to just come and join the group. There's going to be somebody to take your hand, to help you to financial freedom. So from my side or from our side, have a blessed evening, Geraldine.
Thank you so much, Johan. So I can just add about this couple. They are in our team and they went presidential director in a record time of 15 months, whilst one of the couple has a full-time job and the other one was working or staying and working from home. So this literally is an opportunity for everyone. There's no age restriction. There's no expertise, restrictions on you. You can be whatever you are, but I'm going to encourage you to have one thing, and that is to be hungry for a change in your life, hungry for a better future, hungry to work an hour a day on your dreams and your goals. Because what I've realized is that my second stream of income or my sideline hustle has replaced my full-time income. Now imagine if you can say that to yourself, your second stream of income or your sideline hobby or hustle has replaced your full-time income, because that is what this opportunity can do for you. Now, the next speaker, Sebastian and his wife, they are very close and very fond to my heart. I love both of their stories. And for a long time, when I joined Manatech and I did not have my own story of success and I haven't built up the belief about the products yet, I was literally telling their story. I was using my upline story to build my success story. And I wouldn't have done this call without you guys hearing his success story by yourself. So 17 years in this business, gold presidential upline, Sebastian Kamstra.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you, Geraldine, for this opportunity to share on the call that you're championing tonight or this afternoon. And yes, for us, is really heartwarming to see how our team participate in building the business and helping to set free in what they're doing. So for us, it's been a 18-year journey now. And Manatech found us because my wife, Brad, had quite a severe health challenge. She was on chronic pain and depression medication for that. And we were really concerned about her health and the effect that the medication was having on her health, because the doctor said there's nothing more we can do for you. The medication is going to have to get stronger. But it was causing digestive challenges and kidney and liver challenges. So we realized we have to look for alternatives, and we looked at the health shops and the health section of the pharmacies, but couldn't really find something that worked. Easily invested 2,000-3,000 rand a month to see what we can get that's alternative and not medication that can affect or that can help, and couldn't find something. Then a friend of ours shared the Manatech technology with us, and we invested in it. I think the thing that made it easy for us to make the decision is the fact that Manatech give a satisfaction guarantee on their products. So that is something that we couldn't find it from any other supplier. So we've invested in it, the technology, and within 3 months, my wife, Brag, started feeling better. She could use less medication. She cancelled her 3-monthly appointment with a doctor that helped her with by injecting her in certain places in her body. So we could see the positive effect of the technology on her health. And we just realized she had to carry on. So she, within a year, she could wean herself off her medication. And for us, that was huge for her, from where she started to within a year, wean herself off her medication. But within that year, our son had respiratory health challenges, and he also could wean himself off his inhalers. For us, that was great. And a friend of ours that did our business books. Now, I'm in the property industry. I'm still in the property industry, a real estate agent. My wife is an interior decorator. So we've been in our businesses for 30 years now, doing Manatech with our business. I'll come to that just now. But the lady that did the books of our business, she had brain seizure challenges, and within a year, she could wean herself off the medication that she had to use that gave her severe migraines. So I saw within that first year, I saw really what this technology can do for your health, and I realized I've got to do whatever I need to do for my family to be on this technology for the rest of our lives. So I decided to put aside a bit of my time on a daily basis. I allocated 3 hours a day towards my Manatech business to grow it. And we did it part-time for 10 years with our business. And within 10 years, it generated the same income than we received from our traditional business. So for us, that was amazing to do a business part-time for 10 years. At that stage, we were doing our traditional business for 15 years. So doing it part-time for 10 years, generating the same income was really, for us, very inspirational. And we decided to just carry on with that, because at that point you can make some changes. You can decide how you want to carry on with your business, what part of that do you like and you want to do more, and what you want to do less, and what you can do to appoint people to build capacity. So we've learned a lot through this business system that we can apply in our traditional business. And today we are so excited where we are, where we're going, what Manatech, what the product is doing for our family's health, but also what the business is doing for the potential for our children. We've got a son of 29, a daughter of 20, and for them, the fact that this business is inheritable, so we can leave income for them when we're not here. That was the one thing that concerned me quite a lot, is as a real estate agent and a professional valuer, if I don't work, there's no income. So by doing this together, husband and wife, building this legacy type of income, we now can, if something would happen to me, this would carry on as long as it's strong and stable through the leadership that we built. So Geraldine, with that, thank you again. And I just want to thank our coaches and mentors, Vincent Yolandi van der Linde, who's been instrumental in helping us to grow and become leaders and growing this business to a potential, a place where we didn't think we could be. So Vince Yolandi, thank you so much, as well as your mother and father, Louis and Leonie van der Linde, who's really took us by the hand and helped us to grow in this business. So back to you, Geraldine. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sebastian, for sharing your testimony. Right, so let's get started with the presentation. So when I was at this opportunity, let me tell you, I was super skeptic. It took me a few meetings before I decided that I'm in and that I'm going to join this opportunity. But I think what stood out for me every time I attended a meeting was that the people at the meeting was always positive. They were all speaking about their futures, full of hope, and how they were busy changing not just their world, but the lives of other people. And my buy-in to this opportunity came when I realized that if half of what the people are earning, if they're telling the truth, and half of them are earning what they're earning, let me give it a try. And as I've said, I was a lawyer by profession. I didn't have a lot of free time per day, but I committed to an hour per day to my Manatech journey. I've communicated with my upline and with my husband, and I said to them, show me how to work my 1 hour per day and make the most out of it. And 2.5 years later, this opportunity has given me double or 3 times more than my income as a lawyer. And today I'm earning 4 or 5 times more than what I could possibly earn as a lawyer if I had to stay at the company. Now, I would like you to think of your life on a lifeline. Imagine I'm holding up this line, and here we start at the age of 25, and this is age 65, and you've got 40 years to work your job. You've got 40 years to be jobbing. You must place yourself where you currently are. How many years you've got left? I'm 34. I started Manatech when I was 28. 2.5 years later, my income really was a lot bigger than corporate. But how many years do you have left in your position that you are? And if you're currently doing or stay to do what you're doing, are you going to get to a place of financial freedom when you get to the end or at the end of your work career at the age of 65? Or would a possible extra stream of income that you can do part-time really change your life and change your future? Now, I know of a lot of people who can't dream anymore, who has to shrink their dreams to fit into their paychecks. I was that person. Prior to my joining with Vanitech, I haven't traveled the world. I've been to Durban and I've been to Cape Town, but with this opportunity, I've traveled to Sicily and Italy. I've traveled to Turkey. I would have traveled to the Seychelles, but I was very far pregnant, and my gynecologist suggested that we stay. But we got a cash payout bonus. We couldn't travel when the borders was closed due to the global pandemic. We had a cash payout bonus. We qualified for this year's incentive trip to Mauritius. If you join the company at this moment, you have to earn. You can still qualify. It's so doable. You have to work for a lot less points than if you have to join prior to the 1st of May. So speak to the person who's got you here. But there's a lot of benefits to joining a company like Vanitech. But what stood out for me is when the speaker introduced or showed the cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. Now, I don't know if you are all familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, but he also wrote the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But in the cash flow quadrant, he illustrates the 4 quadrants in which a person can earn an income from. So you must place yourself in any one of those 4 quadrants. On the left side, you have an employee or the self-employed person or the small business owner. And then on the right side, you have a big business owner or an investor. Now, the reality is that 90% of the world's population finds themselves on the left side quadrant. And only 10% of the world's wealth are being allocated to these people in the form of income, in salaries or commission, etc., etc. Where you want to be is you want to transform your life from the left quadrant to the right quadrant, where you are either a big business owner and an investor. Now, investor is quite simple. That's where money works for you. That's when you've got a big money portfolio, and you can literally live from the income of your investments. And a big business owner, that is where you are operating in a system-driven company. You probably have more than 500 employees working for you, and you can literally leave and go on holiday for 6 months, 9 months at a time. Oh my word.
Good day, you guys. Sorry, Geraldine just let me know that she had a power dip, and I will be carrying on with the presentation until she sorted out the power. So just give me a moment. I just want to get the presentation on. If you can just give me a moment that I can just get that done. So we wish you guys just now. Hey. Where can I want to offload this now? No, it's going to work. Can you? There's someone that's unmuted. If you can just help with that there. Okay, so you guys, I didn't have the meeting open, so let's just go there, share the screen. Okay, there we are. I'm trying to get this. Sorry, let me just get this open. See if I can get. Okay. Okay, you guys. Sorry, I have it. I don't have it open in PDF. I just have it open here on the mail. But Geraldine told me she stopped at the cash flow quadrant. So let me carry on there. So the cash flow quadrant is the employee, self-employed business owner, and investor. And for us, Bragg and myself has been self-employed for most of our lives. And when Vanitech found us, we realized that we now can become part of a business-driven system-driven business, and that's how we created an extra stream of income on a part-time basis equal our traditional income over a 10-year period, because system-driven business is very powerful. It takes time to get it off the ground. It takes time to make it work. But once it's established and it reached a life of its own, then it's the type of business that can carry on even if you're ill or maybe not there anymore. But you've got to build it strong and stable. So what's important is when you decide to get involved in a business is that it must be in a growing trend, and you can enlarge this on your phone. I know it's typed very small, but you can the health and wellness industry, that one first circle on the left is a very strong $1 trillion growing industry, and especially after the pandemic, there's a lot of people that started online business, started a side hustle to generate extra stream of income. So health and wellness is becoming very popular, and more people want to know how to be more healthy using less medication. Then the circle on the right hand side, the direct selling industry, also an industry that's been around for 70 years now, a very strong and stable growing industry, regulated by the Direct Selling Association of America. And there's more than 5,000 companies that operate in the direct selling industry. So especially technology is making it more and more possible for these companies to grow internationally. And the purpose for the companies that choose this direction of marketing or getting their products to the customer is the fact that the manufacturer want to get their product directly to the consumer, to the customer. Direct selling help to do that, but they need connectors. They need people who's willing to share their testimonies on the products to make this system work. So that's where we come in, being connectors and then sharing with customers and helping them to understand the products and get their orders. And then the bottom circle is the social entrepreneurship of becoming very popular by industry to adopt a social need and to address it through growing their business. And Manatech's got the Mission 5 Million program, where it's a donations through consumption model, where by the fact that we do product turnover, there's a percentage of that product turnover that go towards Mission 5 Million to distribute phytoblend powder towards children all over the world, and we are already serving over 100,000 children worldwide with this amazing technology, children under the age of 6. So that's a very strong reason to become part of a business. And there you see our opportunity is situated right there in the middle of 3 major growing business trends in the world. So the Manatech as a company, just a bit background there, started in 1994, listed on the New York Stock Exchange since 1999. And for me, that said a lot. Company listed on the New York Stock Exchange, where Apple and Google and those companies are registered, is very powerful. The fact that we're there now for 27 years just show you that this company is solid and in good standing. So that should give you a lot of peace of mind. We already operating in 44 countries, invested a lot in research and development, over $75 million. Some of this information is a bit outdated, but if you look at the company, we're really privileged to be able to represent a company like Manatech. We visited their offices in Dallas, Texas. We've seen their laboratories. We've met with a board. We met with the scientists, and we can really assure you that it's a company to be proud of. So getting to the system-driven opportunity, turnkey, when you invest you do your investment of 775 Rand, and you can do your translation to the dirham or the dollar from where you invest. but a turnkey opportunity where you plug in all the systems that's already supplied by Manatech. You learn about focus and ambition. There's mentoring and training attached to this opportunity. Your mentor and trainer will help you with goal setting. You're part of a team, and so the teamwork is strong, and that helps you also to grow your business. Doing it part-time, online, international, helping people, and being able to create an unlimited income, to my opinion, is really making this a very strong opportunity available on the market. So there you can see you start your business with $50. Or in South Africa, 775 Rand. That includes delivery, and it's renewable annually. And your first goal is to grow your personal circle. That's the circle in the middle, and you grow it with your own order and your customers' orders. And these customers can be in 44 countries. So there's a powerful system-driven model how you can get to these customers and help them with their orders and grow your turnover. So one of the incomes that you can generate is your power seller bonus, and the power seller bonus is a percentage of the turnover of your online shop, of that circle in the middle. So once it's grown to 200 points, you earn 10% of that turnover, provided that you have 2 active customers, which is a customer of 50 points or more. And the next step is to grow your turnover to 500 points. Now, we work in points. That's our exchange rate. In America, 1 point is $1. In South Africa, it's about 18 Rand to the point. So 500 points can be anything from 8,000 Rand to 9,000 Rand turnover. And at 500 points, you earn 15% of the turnover. The next step, and that's where you want to be, is to maximize your power seller bonus, is to grow it to 1,000 points or more, which will be anything from 15 to 18,000 Rand turnover, and that's where you get 20% of the turnover of your personal online shop, which can be anything from between 3,000 and 4,000 Rand a month. But again, there's no limit to how big you can grow that personal circle of yours. If you grow to 100,000 Rand a month, 20% of that will be yours. So a powerful way to get your business started and grow it internationally. But where you want to get to is to help other people do the same. So once you've learned how to grow your online shop, you want to teach other people to do the same. And that's A, B, C, and D, people you know in these 44 countries that you enroll, and you help them grow their personal circle. And once they've grown their personal circle to 500 points or more, provided that you have 500 points in your circle, you then qualify for your team bonus, which is a team 2 bonus and a team 4 bonus. That's an additional $100 and $150 per month, every month that you qualify. So that's a powerful way to franchise your business on the internet. And it doesn't stop there. It's just the beginning. And next up would be to grow your passive income, your leadership income. And there you see some of the steps. Having 15 orders, which basically mean if you look at your circle in the middle with A and B, that's about 15 orders of 100 points each. So we recommend you do a 100-point order yourself, which is 1,800 Rand, or you can do your own conversion. But when you have 15 people, customers and associates that do 15 orders, and again, it must be in a certain structure format for you to qualify for this passive income, your leadership income that you can add to your team bonus and your power seller bonus would be around about $1,500 per month on average. Again, depending on the turnover. Then you would want to help these 4 people, A, B, and C. You want to help them to grow to this level of 15 orders, which we call the director level. And if you help those 4 A, B, C, and D to achieve that, your total business grow to 60 orders of 100 points, which generate the $4,000 per month monthly income for you, which becomes more and more powerful as it duplicates. So helping those 4 people that you now help to reach the level of director, you are at the level of executive. But if you can help them to go to the level of executive, that will grow your business to 200 points. And your leadership income will be in the region of $1,300 per month. And if you can help 2 of those, for instance, A and B, to reach the level of executive director, that's now the level that you reach if you help 4 people if you help 4 people achieve the level of executive, you go to gold executive director. And the next step is if you help 2 people reach the level of gold executive director, you will reach the level of presidential director. 400 orders of 100 points each, generating a leadership income of $2,600 per month for you. And your next goal is to just help more people to reach the level of presidential. And by helping more people achieve the level of presidential, your income grow. You go to bronze presidential, silver presidential, gold presidential, platinum. Our upline, Vincent Yolandi van der Linde, platinum presidential, generating a passive leadership income of about $17,000 a month. And that's not where it stops. I mean, you can go to 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star platinum and crown platinum. There's some of those levels that haven't even been reached in Manatech in the 30 years yet. But what we want you to understand here is this saying by J. Paul Getty is rather work with 1% of 100 people than 100% of your own effort. Because if you can be successful from 100% of 1% of 100 people, that can become 1,000%, 2,000%, and you still put in your effort, but your income will become more than your effort, and that's a powerful business model, and create or getting more and more interest in the marketplace. So we talk about the Mission 5 Million program. I'm going to stop my screen share now. So basically, with that, we've concluded with the meeting today. I know it is a challenge in a short period of time like this to explain the business in detail. We strongly recommend that you get back to the person that invited you and that you ask your questions. Make sure you understand it, and it sometimes take 2 or 3 opportunity meetings like this. And remember, in 2 weeks' time, this UAE call will happen again. Be on it again. Get the information. Ask the person that invited you the information that you can make an informed decision. Because you don't want to miss this. As you've heard, we've been part of this now for 18 years. There's people that's been part of this for 10, 15 years. Vincent Yolandi, they're in their 19th year now. So we won't be here if it's not working. So I trust that with the information you got today, that you have a bit of a better understanding, and that it will help you to ask more questions and encourage you to start and take part of this, even if you don't understand it, and learn how to do it on the way. So with that, we wish you a great afternoon and a blessed week until we see each other again. Sorry about Geraldine having a challenge with the power supply, but I trust. Sorry, I've now talked my voice away. But have a good day. Thank you. Bye.